friends and family. Today we're going to be cleaning the bathtub with a very trendy homemade product that is really growing in popularity. But first, a word from our sponsor. This program is brought to you by Angie's Cleaning Service. Angie's, for home, vacation, house, and office. Angie's, the only one you'll need. Thank you, Angie's Cleaning Service. For this product, you're going to need some regular Blue Dawn dish soap. You're going to need cleaning vinegar. I got this at Lowe's. A Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. And an empty spray bottle. And for a bonus cleaning product that you probably don't know about, you're going to need a makeup brush. So this is white distilled vinegar. I haven't tried apple cider vinegar or anything like that. It doesn't really say the strength of it, but I'm going to guess maybe 6%. You can get stronger, but this works really good, so why ruin a good thing? Dawn. This was actually invented in the 1970s by a guy that worked for Procter & Gamble. And scientists now say this is probably the best soap for degreasing. And after that oil spill in 2010, scientists who were cleaning off the oil from all the birds and the animals said they wouldn't touch the animals with anything but Blue Dawn. And blue happens to be the original color, the original formula, so that seems to work best for cleaning. I have tried the green kind before, and really it isn't quite as good. Magic Erasers is melamine foam. Melamine is actually a product that contains formaldehyde, so I'm surprised they can actually market this. So, but I'm not sure, I'm not a scientist, so it must have a different characteristic than formaldehyde. But it's actually very abrasive. It feels soft, but microscopically it's very abrasive, and it can really get in and grasp onto surfaces and get the dirt off, like crayons off the walls. It's a pretty amazing product. And a little bonus note, they use melamine foam to soundproof like studio rooms, soundproof rooms. So a melamine foam. Okay, so let's go put our formula together and let's go clean a bathtub. Okay, so what you are going to do is take your empty spray bottle and you're going to put your soap in there. Now what I usually do is put half and half. So let's say if I'm going to use a cup of soap, then I need a cup of vinegar. Okay, so I have my soap in my spray bottle, and now I'm going to be adding the vinegar. Okay, so while I'm pouring this vinegar, you're going to see something a little bit unusual happen. You're going to see this soap turn a little bit white. My vinegar. So you can see it's already starting to separate. And I guess what happens is vinegar works with the glycerides in the soap, or the little fat particles, and it binds to them and it separates the fat particles down. So then it has like a white color. So once you have it about half and half, you just take it and you're going to gently mix it up together. And you mix it up good, and it's always going to stay that light blue color because it, I guess, binds to the glyceride or the fat that is used to make soap. So there's that. All right, let's go clean. Okay, so here we are. This is my bathtub, and just for you, I have let it go for about 2 weeks. And you can see where this ring is forming on my bathtub. Yes, I'm showing you my dirty, gross tub, just to show you what it looks like. And actually, you know what? Since I've been using this Dawn vinegar formula, the dirt doesn't seem to stick to the sides of the tub like it normally does, and I'm not sure why that is. And also, even the hardware in my tub is shinier for a lot longer. So I don't know what's going on there, but this stuff is actually staying pretty nice. But we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how I clean with vinegar and Dawn and a magic eraser. All right, let's go. So first of all, what you want to do is you're going to spray around the bathtub. You want to get clear around, and you want to get the hardware. Give it a good spray. And then you're going to let that set there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back and use our magic eraser on that and see what happens. All right. I also did my sink for you. I let it get all gross just for you too. So we'll do it all. Okay, now you can see that our mixture has ran down the sides of the tub and it's ready to be cleaned. So let's get started. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your magic eraser and you're going to wet it. It doesn't take that much water, you just wet it a little bit. And now, see how that's coming off onto my, see how good that works? Now, I've tried, it's not wanting to focus. I've tried using just vinegar alone to do the bathtub. The first time I tried it, I just used vinegar and baking soda, and it worked, but I noticed when I added the Dawn to the equation, there's a lot less scrubbing involved. You barely have to scrub it. It just does it all for you. It's really amazing. Okay, so for the hardware, I don't really use the magic eraser for the hardware. You don't really have to. What I use is a wet hot washcloth to do the hardware. So that's about as hot as I can stand. And really, another key to this cleaning process is using very hot water. That seems to really work well. So I'm just gonna clean. And I hope you can see how beautifully that shines right up. Just really get in there good. And like I said, I've been using this mixture for a couple weeks now, maybe a month. And it just, the more you do it, the better your stuff looks. So our house, this bathtub was put in 2004. And actually, when you do this method, it looks almost brand new. You can't actually make everything look new, especially if it's like, but it gives a good. Okay. Now let's do the sink. Okay. So we're scrubbing out the sink. So you can even take it when it's sopping wet and sort of go over just to make sure it all gets hit with that hot water. This will even work on, you know how your soap dispensers and your cups and your toothbrush holders get really gross? This also works good on them too. Just want to give those a good polish. And a rinse, and it's gonna look really good and shiny. This really needs cleaned. I went ahead and shined up this quarter that I found. So this would be a great way to shine up the coins in your coin collection. All right, just a little extra thing I like to do when I'm done is I like to dry off the handles with a clean towel. So this just adds extra shine when you're all done. You don't even have to do it really, but I want to scroll down to the, see how beautiful that came out? And the bathtub ring is all gone. Here's our sink. And our nice shiny clean soap dispenser. And we got it all shiny. That's a quarter right there. This does a beautiful job. So no more getting out the scrub brush and the bleach and just scrubbing your bathtub till you're like wiped out. This just wipes off super easily. I'm so pleased with it. I'm so glad I heard about it. And it just makes life so much easier. So what's wrong with using vinegar and Dawn dish soap as a cleaner? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. It's non-toxic. It's safe. Don't drink it, of course. But, oh, and somebody had asked if, they said, doesn't the tub or shower get slippery with all that soap? I haven't had any problems with the tub being slippery. I have, the bottom of my tub is sort of rough, so it's non-skid. But if you had a smooth surface, I guess I would really be careful. And what I would definitely tell you is just rinse it off really good and you should be fine. Disclaimer, if you slip on the soap, it's not my fault. So rinse it off really well and it should be good. The only question I would have, although this works wonderfully, is the ingredients. The ingredients for this might contain formaldehyde. I'm not really sure if it's like broken down so it's harmless anymore, but I was kind of surprised about that. So that's up to you if you want to use it. A hot wash rag works just as good, really. This just makes it faster, it seems, but that's just how it goes in the chemical world. So that's what I can tell you about that. Other than that, I don't think I'll go to any other cleaning product. This is just an old bottle. I don't think I'm going to ever go back to the off-the-shelf products because this works better than anything that I have used so far. And I do clean houses. That is my job. I absolutely love it. I've been cleaning for about 4 years now, so it's given me a lot of time to test products and test different things. And this by far is my favorite product. Showers and tubs were always my big enemy. That was always so hard to get clean. But with this, I can do it super easily. All right, now let me show you another trick that I picked up in my cleaning experiences. I'm so excited to show this to you. So one of the things that I do in my cleaning business is I detail cars. And I tried to use something to get those little vents cleaned. And I heard James May say that he keeps a paintbrush, a little tiny paintbrush in his car in the glove box at all times to keep his little vents cleaned. So I tried a little paintbrush, but the bristles were so hard that the dust wouldn't stick to it. So I also tried a toothbrush, but the toothbrush bristles are also really hard and dust doesn't really stick to it either. Plus, the bristles on a toothbrush aren't very long, so they really can't get deep into those vents. So I went to Walmart and I purchased a makeup brush with long bristles. I've been using it to detail the interior of cars. And not only did I find it worked in the car, but I brought it inside as well. So what you can do is dust stuff that is typically really difficult to use a rag with. So I just go through, I can dust like things like your baskets. It works so good, it just flicks the dirt right out of there. It works for the little corners on your cabinets. It works for figurines, getting that dust in those little tiny grooves. And a super tip for this is and don't wet the surface that you're gonna dry brush. Just pretend like you're a little archaeologist. You want that dust to be dry when you're cleaning. Okay, so those are my cleaning tips for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And oh, one more thing. I have found that this mixture works best on like silver colored hardware for your tubs. It doesn't really work as great on like the brass stuff, but chrome and nickel stuff, it works beautifully. So that's just another tip about this. You can still use it, but it's really kind of strong for those bronzed faucets. So you kind of want to be careful with that. I would probably not use it on the bronzeware, but definitely nickel, silver, that stuff, it's beautiful. So, all right, that is it for today. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.